So let's start with the inception of the project. Like, what was the general idea when we started?
The general idea, it was actually too much consumption of YouTube, I guess.
Yeah,
and the feeling of I can do it, or let me try to do it. So the channel, if you know, is mostly built on the entertainment aspect of things. You get and it's inspired by channels like KSI, Sidemen, KSI himself, and the Nico Omala, can't pronounce his son, or Better Squad. You get King Kenny the Entertainer, the others, Shaq, Chunks. So I just felt that there was not in Africanish, I don't know, should I use that word, an African-like channel that creates such entertainment. So you felt there was
some kind of like vacancy?
Yes, something like that.
I'm really looking for the word to even describe itself. Like
just that niche was not yet in the African space.
Okay, yeah,
just that with that niche was not yet in the African. Yeah, there are other channels that are like Culty. I don't know, you know her. Okay. There are other people that, but you are solo. Yeah. So I was thinking of a group like content something. Yeah.
All right. So like, how did we gather up the crew?
We've had projects in the past.
Yeah.
Not all, few of us, some projects by this time, another few of us, some projects. But early last year, we thought of doing something like this, but in a big scale. So it prompted us to start planning. So it took us over a year to plan to where we are today. That's to see the visual content of what you see now on the channel.
You've not talked about the group chat.
The group chat, yes, and the group chat was one of the things that happened, right?
All right.
Yeah, one of the things that happened.
Okay. So let's talk about the budget.
Budget, money. So the thing is money.
It's always an uncomfortable topic.
Yes, but the thing is money is that people actually feel that to start something, you would have to wait for that miraculous content or miraculous money.
Yeah.
So it didn't come like that. It was actually months of planning
and saving
goals
and gathering.
Each thing you buy, you have a goal for it.
Trench is hard. Trench is hard, to be honest.
You get, yes, that's just it.
I can't see you all just born rich.
For the end of everyone is rich, there won't be demand and supply. So yeah, that's actually how it works.
Instead of watching YouTube, we will be in golf clubs
and enjoying life and flying private jets and all this stuff.
So explain niches. You said something about
okay, yes. Niches actually has to do with the ideas you have or the kind of content you want to create.
Yeah.
Now, because you love anime, doesn't mean I love anime. I don't watch anime. Not that I've not tried to. I have actually tried to, but I don't see it interesting to me.
You don't watch anime?
I don't watch anime.
Yeah, just this thing we talk now. Let's just skip over it and continue the conversation.
No problem. No problem.
Fight later.
No problem. But the thing is, that's where niche comes in play. You would watch more anime contents on YouTube. I might watch more of tech, the MKHBs, the Mr. Who's the Boss, the Louis After Show, like many other contents that you might not be into. So that's what niche is all about. Niche is finding the demography you want to service.
I feel like this is now was shade, guy.
So no, it's not shade. It's not shade. It's being realistic.
Look, reason waiting you just talk. You said I'm watching anime, like I watch anime related content, and then every single thing you mentioned that you watch, like in relation to anime, is educational, is tech related. So
I'm not being.
I know they watch those ones.
No. I'm not being.
Now why you shy? You go watch anime today. I'll see to it.
I'm not being condescending, but I'm just trying to explain to you what the niche is.
Okay.
So there are people that would want to watch more of how to make food.
Yeah.
Foreign cuisines, Italian. You get European,
Nigeria get cuisine. Africa get cuisine.
Africa, no, we're African, so we won't talk about that. I'm just trying to stay, trying to view outside the continent. You get, so outside the continent, you want to watch more content on food related.
Yeah,
there are some people that want to watch sports related, some entertainment, some music. You get,
so this content now, this kind of content that we are rolling off now. Yeah. We are rolling out.
Yeah,
like what is the target? Is it just like? Is our focus mainly on Africa or Nigeria, or like international?
For now, if you have watched any of our videos so far and you have listened to the way we do the stuff we do.
Yeah.
It sounds homegrown. It's still homely.
Yeah.
Because we are still focused.
I feel like
on
that's because we like everybody in the crew is Nigerian. So
not actually that. It's just that we are still trying to service the how will I put it? The viewers we can salvage right now,
Our
and the
root.
viewers of years, our community, right?
Yeah.
So we would have to start to give them contents they can relate to. With
Okay.
time, the more you grow, the more you
Alright.
expand, the more you change, reform, and make it more relatable to the outside world.
I'm still convinced that our content can still be appealing to people from other countries.
Yes, it can, because it's basic. It's
At least
it's just
English speakers.
it
English
can.
speakers.
Yes, it
Yeah.
can. It's just the basics. That's what we are working with. What
Alright.
our immediate community can see.
So let's talk about the things like we have to consider when starting a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So the first thing we have here is I think we kind of discussed that. Shall we have the target audience?
Yeah, target audience.
Okay,
Like
so-
you would have to consider what audience are you going for,
Okay.
because you are not making YouTube. You know, YouTube has its own perks and
Yeah.
how the algorithm is built.
Yeah.
So if you are the one that watches more of the spotlight, like you want to check live scores, you want to check what's transferred today, you want to check the Premier League people and all stuff, sort not. If you have searched such and you have watched such within weeks, YouTube automatically brings out more YouTube channels that are related to that, and you would watch more of sports.
True.
If you are into the space, sci-fi, space, telescope, NASA like stuff, you would actually see channels that have to talk about galaxies and utopias and worlds and planets.
Alright.
So that's just how it's built. So you'd have to look for the audience you are going into.
Yeah.
For now, we are working with, we try to create contents that are more of entertainment, the game like entertainment, the KSI like, the sidemen like. Yes, sometimes we copy some of the games they
Something
do, but
that
we try
everybody
to make
can
it,
enjoy.
Yes, we try to make it in a way that our immediate community, that's right here in Nigeria, would easily relate to.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about content.
Content. Okay. Content, as I said, we make sure that the contents we make are what is appealing. You get
Yeah.
to
The target audience that we just
we have
mentioned.
right now. Yes.
So if someone has a Nigerian target audience like in mind, what kind of content should the person produce?
Okay. Right now, I feel Nigerians would actually if you have started and you have gained a kind of popularity, I feel once you introduce new and foreign-like contents, you would still be accepted. We are accepting people, right? In Nigeria, contents that are accepted in Nigeria are contents that will easily be accepted anywhere in the world. You get, because we are Anglophone.
But I feel like you still
English.
have to appeal to that Nigerian special sense of humor.
Sense of humor,
Like,
which is
in
the
your videos.
base pidgin, but still, any content you introduce that is English content would actually sell. But the main thing is, if you are starting, you actually need to try to go with the audience that you can control. That's your homegrown audience first.
Okay. So then we have our mics here. So that's actually the next thing to talk about: equipment.
Funny enough, the equipment is tricky. What I mean is tricky is in the sense that
the balance between cost and effectiveness.
Yes, that's budget friendly and still give you
Still
the
functional.
quality.
Yeah.
Because for me, I'm an audio more than a visual.
Yeah.
So I always like when my audios are better than my visual. Yes, visual attains, but remember, if you have a crappy video and you have a good audio, they are retaining the time of retain, like when someone watches the video longer, the retentive or jiget is actually longer than when your video is nice and your audio is crappy.
Okay.
So I would
So
always
what you're saying now is that the audio stimulus is like more important
than the visual, because visual you could actually sub visual for still images.
True, that's true.
You can make still images.
So
like
you've heard it, when you're gathering your equipment, consider your audio first.
Yes, budget. But as starting, I would later videos I would actually do. The channel will actually do reviews on some of the equipments we have, talk about them, their budget equipment, actually things that you can actually afford. You don't need the high-end Sony Alpha series camera. You don't need the Canon the D90s or the big cameras you get. You don't even need a cinematic camera or all those kind of stuff to start. You could start small with your phone. So you have your normal Techno phones, your Android phones. You can just start somewhere.
Alright, so there's another thing I want to talk about now. Like, this is a question I want to ask, but already have the answer for sure. So one thing with content creators is that after some time it feels like they hit writer's block, and so it seems like they've run out of things to say, to produce, since they're all washed up. So what advice would you give them in that situation?
Actually, you can never run out of ideas. What actually happens is you run out of how to arrange or program your ideas.
Okay.
You get. So when it comes to YouTube, no information is old when it comes to YouTube. The main thing is, as far as you can create that information in a better way,
repackage it to be appealing
repeatedly. When I mean repeatedly, you could actually pull out, if you have been on YouTube for 5 years, you actually pull out a video from 5 years ago, remake it, add more newer information to it, and bring it out here. It will still be accepted as far as you have your viewers.
Alright.
You get. So one thing with ideas, you can never run out of ideas. While you run out of concepts to present the ideas.
There's also brainstorming, like everybody has this their close crew of friends. Like, you have some people that you respect their opinion on issues. Whenever you want to create content, like, don't do it alone. You can reach out to them. Ask them for their views and opinions on the kind of content you want to create. You'll be surprised the amount of ideas and insights that you can get from somebody that you don't even think is knowledgeable on that issue. So alright, that's the last question for today.
Okay, so thanks for watching.
Thanks for staying this long.
Subscribe to the channel. More things are coming. More like, contents
comment,
are coming.
Share, just engage.
See you guys in the next one. Peace.
They say one vote counts, but every like counts here. Please. Every subscriber, every comment, every share,
it all counts.
I beg.